she's pushed start.
I did.
She did.
You should have been ready.
I should have been ready. But ready or not, here we are with our second YouTube video. Right. Oh,
yeah, YouTube video, second one. I'm so sorry, I was distracted by the light. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, the camera lens is right there.
Yes. Hi.
Hey.
Yo, 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 yippee yeah, yippee yay.
Alrighty then. Welcome back to our second YouTube video. We are so blessed and fortunate that you are tuning in.
Number dos.
I don't know what that means.
Two in Spanish.
Oh, two. Uno.
But on a serious note, welcome back to our second YouTube video. Like we said from the beginning, from the get-go, we definitely, well, honestly, we actually just really want to keep posting content, and we want to keep it interesting to you guys, and we want you guys to keep on liking and subscribing and sharing, and liking and sharing and liking and sharing.
Yes, but before you start liking and sharing and subscribing, we want to give you something to like and subscribe and comment on. So today's topic is going to be about Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
So we just basically want to give our input on what's going on with the world and everything, and well, actually United States, and how we shifted from a global pandemic to now something as equally as important as the Black Lives Matter movement. What I've learned more about the whole Black Lives Matter thing is, honestly, in the past I was one of those people, I'm pro-black and everything, but I always said, well, Black lives do matter, but I always said all lives matter, until I understood the fundamentals of saying Black Lives Matter. I think her name is Laura, I'm not sure. She has like a YouTube channel, and she posted on Instagram a couple days ago, and she was saying that saying Black Lives Matter isn't saying I'm anti-white or anti-anything else, but it's saying just like there are like thousands of beautiful houses, right? And all those houses look good, but right now it's one house that's on fire, and this house needs the most attention right now. So right now the Black community is on fire, and needs that type of attention, that positivity, needs that growth and everything. So that really like dwelled on me. So I was like, let's make this second video about Black Lives Matter and how you feel about it, and the big idea that we both had that could potentially cause a change in the United States of America.
I think that one of the things that we can definitely talk about is basically what it actually means to us. Honestly, what does it mean? I'm gonna shut the thing. Anyways, so what does it mean to you, Black Lives Matter, as being a black man in America? How do you feel about that? The phrase.
Well, that gave the explanation of the whole Running House thing. I mean, to me, it's important because I am a black man in America, and of course, you get looked at different and everything by certain stereotypical white people, but I've never been in a predicament where I've been deeply discriminated against, and I thank God for not going through that experience, because I should be treated like everybody else, but seeing what I do see and how people are discriminated against, it brings more awareness, and it helps me stay on guard, and it basically, like creating this video, it helps me to do more, so it won't ever happen to me or anybody else.
Right.
So it just gives me more awareness and more comfortability, that's the word, that everyone is standing up for something, including all different races, standing up for a nation of black people who have been discriminated against, because it's tragic what happened to people like George Floyd, and it's hurtful, because that could have been me, it could have been my wife, it could have been anybody, and we want to do whatever we can to prevent that from happening again.
Good point.
How does it feel to you?
Honestly, I have some negative comments toward it, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and, have all negative comments or feelings toward cops, because not all cops are bad cops. And I've seen a lot of things on the news while I was at work. For example, I think it was in New York City. I'm not even sure, but this one cop was literally ran over by a car, and I'm just like, what is going on with I understand that everybody is kind of a little bit on the upset side, and we're all frustrated because we get yet again another black African man died, and it's just like, why does this keep happening? So I mean, I understand why people are frustrated, but at the same time, I feel as though it's not right to take our frustration and anger out on things and buildings and stuff that places that we shop at, where we eat at, restaurants, so forth. So basically, to me, honestly, being a black woman and in America, it's hard. I don't know if it's as hard as a black man, because black men are more racially profiled than black women, But I remember when I was in high school and I was at a store. I was with my sister and a friend, and I was racially profiled, just shopping. And I confronted the man, and I was like, "Why are you just watching me?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna steal anything." And and a lot of people are really quick to say, "Well, we're not accusing you of stealing, or we didn't say you were stealing." Well, you're following me around like I am. So I felt very uncomfortable. I can only imagine from a black man's perspective how uncomfortable they may feel in that particular situation. I was just watching some videos on YouTube earlier, and they're all talking about these cops try to intimidate and da da da. Honestly, not all cops are bad cops, and every cop has their own flaw, of course, but it's just, to me, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Also, for those who are watching, people need to understand there's a difference from protesting and rioting.
Yes.
Martin Luther King stood up for protesting, not rioting. How can we expect change if, and I know not all, black people are doing this, but how can we expect change if we are creating more hate, from hate? It's ridiculous, like protests, peaceful protests, taking over the country, protesting like that is an amazing, that's a huge start. Because it's starting to stir things up, and it's getting the media's attention,
exactly.
The president's attention, So it's like, definitely keep protesting, But rioting, that's a big no, because it just causes so much more damage and cripples the economy even more. Keep in mind, these businesses just got out of a pandemic just like we did.
Right.
So to hurt our nation even more, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So just peaceful protests.
And and on top of that, like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. That means, don't stoop to their level, and don't, do exactly what they're expecting. If they, act irate towards us, don't act irate towards them. Show them that we are the bigger people, because honestly, we can be the bigger people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the beginning of this video, we're talking about, a big idea.
Yeah.
And the idea was that bright is light. I said that backwards. That light is bright.
It is bright.
Sorry, off topic, but yeah, the big idea. So we were thinking of basically a monument in Washington D.C., because that's the most visited place, evidently, or even every single state, as a reminder of Black Lives Matter. Basically, like a monument of a hand doing this with every name of each victim that was killed, murdered by a racist police officer, or racist person in general that comes to the media and to our attention. A monument built up like that could really change a lot, and it could grab a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is really serious. We're really hurting, an important, essential part of the community, because Black people are important, and just like everyone else, we all are important.
We all are. It's just the Black community tends to suffer more.
Yes, a lot more. Being discriminated in a country where we're supposed to be equal. It hurts. It really does. So yeah, but that's our big idea. If you think that's a great idea, like this video, comment, let us know, and share this video so it can get out. Because if we don't have the funds to do something like that or make that change of this, monument with the victims' names on it in each state, maybe you do. So definitely share this video and comment and just keep sharing and sharing, because it needs to be heard and it needs to be known. Even if not a monument, something, to create this memory of,
to implement
of the people that suffered from this,
the innocent people who suffered.
And all our condolences are going out to the families and friends of George Floyd and all the other Black people who have died from racism. We love you all. God bless.
We strive to keep moving forward and never go backwards.
All right, guys, have a great day and a great weekend. We will see you on next week.
And stay safe.
Stay safe.
All right, until next time, you guys.